Hello, in this lesson, I want you to solve equations with variables on both sides and solve equations that involve grouping symbols. The vocabulary you're come across in this lesson is identity. When you have an equation with variables on both sides, what you want to do is you want to move that variable to the other side. So we just have to add one more step. Notice on this equation, I've got 5k on the left and 3k on the right of the equation. Well, it's a positive 3k, so when I move it, I'm just going to subtract 3k from both sides. So bring down the 2, because we didn't do anything with it. 5 minus 3 is a positive 2k equals negative 6. Then the opposite of positive 2 is negative 2. We'll subtract 2 from both sides. So we get 2k equals negative 8. And then to solve for k, we'll divide both sides by 2. And k equals negative 4. And we're done. Let's take a look at example 2. Now in example 2, before we move it, we want to simplify each side as much as possible. So we're going to distribute the 6 on the left side. I really don't care about the right side at this point. I just want to do one side by itself. So 6 times 5 is 30m. Doesn't like to write for some reason. There we go, 30m. Minus 6 times 3 is 18. Now I've simplified that as much as I can. I can't combine 30m and 18, so I'm going to just go to the other side and I'll distribute there. 1/3 of 24, that's 24 divided by 3, that's 8m. Plus 1/3 of 12 is 4. 12 divided by 3 is 4. Now we'll do the same thing we did in example 1. I'm going to move all my m's to one side. So I'm going to subtract 8m. I always like to move the one that's smaller, but it doesn't matter. We could have just as easily moved the 30m. 30 minus 8 is 22m. Minus 18 equals 4. 22 doesn't look like a 22 there, does it? 22. There we go. So now we'll add 18 to both sides. And simplify that. So you get 22m equals 4 plus 18, which is 22. Divide both sides by 22. M equals 1. That's why you would do a problem like that. Let's take a look at example 3 now. Now, example 3, notice the left side, I can't really do anything. I can't simplify that. That's 5x plus 5. But on the right side, I can distribute. So let's distribute. So we get 3 times 5 is 15x minus 20 minus 10x. Now notice you do have some like terms here. 15 minus 10 is 5x. So I'm going to keep on simplifying the right side. So I get 5x minus 20 equals 5x plus 5. Let's move our x's to the same side. So we'll subtract 5x from both sides. And notice the x's reduce this time, don't they? They cancel out. You're left with 5 equals negative 20. We got a problem here, don't we? 5 does not equal negative 20. If all the variables cancel and you end up with an equation that's not true, there is no solution to this problem. There is no number I can replace x with that will make this equation true. Okay. So make sure if you got one that's false, that's no solution. If we have one that's true, we call that an identity. That's your vocabulary word.